my William Allen White award-winning book, I chose to do Clementine. I'm reflecting. It is by Sarah Penny Peck. It was been a long week so far for Clementine. This book takes place in a week. At the beginning of a week, she was in class with her friend Margaret. Margaret is actually a fourth grader. Clementine is in third. Margaret is kind of controlling. Clementine can't play with any of Margaret's stuff, can't touch anything of Margaret's. But Margaret can touch anything Clementine, do anything with Clementine's stuff. Um, but that first day of the week, Margaret decides to, or finds out that she has a glue in her hair. So she goes to the bathroom with some scissors and decides to cut it out. Clementine kind of knew something was up, so she went in. I was also asked to go to the bathroom. She went in and found out what was going on. So Clementine talked with Margaret, and they decided to cut the rest of her hair. Um, that ended up getting her sent to the principal's office, and she also decided to color Margaret's hair. Um, so later in the week, um, she decided, Clementine decided to cut her hair and color marker just like she did with Margaret's, so that kind of helped Margaret feel better. But her parents weren't quite understanding. So this all took place during a week, and it made her week really, really rough. Usually Clementine's creativeness gets her in trouble, kind of gets her sent to the principal's office because it's not quite the right thing to do the way she does it. Um, but eventually, throughout the week, um, she keeps getting in trouble. Her parents, or she hear over one night, she overhears her parents talking about throwing a going away party, and she just assumed it was for her because Margaret told her that every family has a good child and every family has a bad child, and that Clementine was the bad one. So after Margaret told her that, Clementine thought it was for a going away party for her, and they were going to ship her off and keep her brother. So after that, she knew she needed to do something about it. So she used her creativeness to get things fixed, and this time it actually worked. And by the end of the story, she became a hero for fixing problems. Um, I believe this story, students can be drawn to this book because it's full of creativeness. It's got pictures, just black and white pictures, but the pictures kind of draw you to it. The way the author um, words everything, it draws you in. I think children can relate to this book because a lot of children have creative minds. So children like that, it draws them in, wants to read it, wants to read more about it, and um, they can relate to the book. Um, we've all done things like that. Maybe not color our hair, but we've all tried to cut our hair once. Um, and when Clementine, when she goes to the principal's office, she always seems to try to talk to the principal and try to get her on different subjects so they don't have to talk about what happened or what she did. Um, I can say I've never been to the principal's office in all my years of high school or elementary school, so I don't really know what it's like. But I feel like if it was me that was in that spot, I'd want the principal. I'd want to distract the principal with something else by talking about something else, so I wouldn't have to talk about my situation. Um, but I think this book is just full of creativeness. I think that's why children would love to read this book or be interactive with this book. So my William Allen White book was Clementine by Sarah Penny Peck.